Anyway, y'all, here we go. Barbara Ballistics here. Title of the video. I'm just gonna do a quick rundown before I get back to my studies. I'm studying my sites and stuff. Um, Sites, optics, and accuracy, but the law and stuff. Reason I brought this up in the video because I just remember I have not done any law study, medical study, or genetic engineering study, or chemical or quantum physics studies. And like I said before, I taught myself how to work out and how to fight and how to do art of war and bioengineering and freaking chemical and quantum physics. Those are my favorite categories. I just excuse y'all. And everything else is just for fun, but those are my favorite categories. Literally. Normally I wouldn't talk about law because screw the law. But the reason why I just talk about talking law, as I said before, when I stayed in Georgia and Texas and Alaska, yeah, I paused right there. In freaking Mississippi and Alabama, everywhere from New Mexico all the way to North Carolina and Alaska. Those are only two thoughts I would thought about start bringing up law stuff. But as I said before, in those areas, I'm going to start talking about law because on my last channels, I said I was going to talk about law and have people comment on an argument to help them understand stuff. Actually, I was going to open up a business with that, not as a business, as a law school or a legal school or a paralegal school, because is that a Rakuten or white collar? It's one of those firms where you tend to be an attorney all over, but it's not as I can make money off teaching y'all how to talk stuff, but I cannot make money as teaching y'all how to be a legal attorney on stuff or how to yeah, that I can't pretend to be an attorney or a lawyer or a judge and all that stuff, and y'all pay me as that stuff, but I can teach y'all the laws and how to talk and do a debate, basically, which I was going to do. I just got bored of it. Anyway, as I said before, the main reason why I want to do law, yes, people, guess those areas that I just mentioned: Georgia, Texas, military, Georgia, Texas, military, freaking New Mexico, military, freaking Alabama, Mississippi, military, Florida, military, freaking Alaska, stupid people, stupid police, military, freaking I even want to bring up California because California and Mexico I could just troll to death, or New York and Canada, or Africa, or UK. But like I said before, uh, I'm gonna give it for y'all for one day. You don't need an identification for everything. It's a bias identification when you go running and stuff. Most people don't know that. If a police officer pull you over and they say, "Hey, kid, you need an ID," first of all, I don't need an ID, officer. Second off, what are you gonna do about it? What's your name? I can tell you my name. What's your social security number? Why do you know it's a social security number at my age? It's a bias to know. Really. If a police officer said you had to come to the police station with us, like just say no. You don't need to go to the police station anywhere. You probably drawn out middle of somewhere. Was it? No, this don't happen to brown people, but it does happen to a lot of females. Law sucking on that balls. Really down. Middle finger on these parts. Like I said before, you don't need identification for everything. If you're in the backseat of a car, you don't need identification. Then now everyone in the car need to wear a seatbelt. Okay, but you don't need identification in the backseat of a car or the passenger side of a car. I'm just going to tell you, I know that right now. That's how the main thing. Please get people by is harassment, which is illegal. No, if you are, let's say this, you're a warrant for suspicion due to your wherever, and then you come to the police station with me. Prove it. Prove I'm under suspicion. They have to prove you under suspicion. You can, if you buy a police car and they came out, they're lying. Clothesline them. Anyone, anyone pointing a gun at you, including police officer, is illegal. I think I said that in the other state before. What I said, like North Dakota, when the police tried to give me a ticket for walking outside with no shoes on during winter, it's like 5 foot of snow. How do you see me not walk outside without any shoes on? Yes, I was outside with I shoes, but how do you even see that? They probably just made up something. Who knows? I say I'm not. Oh, I'm not going to take this ticket off. So you can, because you can't profile based off race. And I was the only brown guy. Actually, it was me and another guy who was like, I don't know, 6'8", 6'8" or 6'7". He was pretty big in that area. Prick. Anyway, you're gonna pay for this. I can take you to jail. What if I did a single leg takedown into a double German suplex with a wizard into a shining hold? Do you think you have the ability to call for backup? You can't do that. Wait right there. Pick up my phone. I called FBI. And then I called the state attorney and they said that law is no longer freaking adhesible. It's one of the oldest laws. It hasn't been phased out, but it's still there. That's how you know the douchebag was trying hard because I was gonna go like I was gonna get the dude fired. Actually, I tried to get the dude fired. Then I got harassed by the police again. I said, "No, I'm motivated to get you fired now. I'm gonna do even more so than try to get the dude fired." I never got a call back, but I did went down to say hi again, literally like I did up here. Went to the police station first. I have to say there was freaking something popped on my feed where some guy tried to shoot at the police station with a shotgun. I don't know. He was too like actually. I think someone hacked my computer and sent it to me because I cannot find it anymore. Um, like there was two, one case and one brown guy went into the police station with a shotgun or a rifle, shot at the police station. Then the police officer said, "This is our enemy." Like some, he had like a freaking 6'4" black dummy, literally a dummy that was skin black with body armor. First of all, no brown person is smart enough to go get body armor, and if they are, they will be. They are you either catch them or don't catch them. Two, no. And that same where I just coming in from because the same black or brown guy again after that on the second shooting was the same guy that they said that shot the first one down. I call it odd, but no, whatever. Really now. How many brown or black people you know stay in Alaska? If you go to Anchorage, that'd be a different story. Juneau, that'd be a different story because Anchorage has a college for freaking forestation and Juneau have the marine biology college. And freaking this pretty much no, I don't even no, not doing that. And freaking Kentucky chicken is I call it Kentucky or Kentucky. This is Kentucky chicken. Let's call it that. I don't even know what Kentucky chicken to have. I just know I don't want to stay there. I hate that place. Prick. Yeah, I know how I know all these places 'cause I fell in a river during winter. Oh man, I lost so much weight. That ice swimming. Yeah, the main reason why I took up ice swimming just because of that bull crap right there. Ah, can't walk through the woods at night. You fall in the river. Can't walk through freaking land at daytime, or you might mistake it freaking grass to snow, and then bang. Even though it's grass right there, it is still a river. Pricks. Good times. Remember back when I stayed in the South, where I was on Fort Stewart and stuff, doing my run. Freaking, they were doing daytime, like nighttime. Nighttime, I understand. They was doing the daytime, a freaking gauge just spreading me. I'm like, nope, no. Or freaking, and I didn't run from it, of course. You can juke it, but I'm not gonna run from it. I was too lazy, too tired for my 5 mile run. Next thing you know, turned out something just sprinted at me. I just flipped it over, and then I took off running. And then next to somehow I fell in the freaking lake, got out the lake, saw these shiny eyes coming at me. I'm like, yeah, good times. Yeah, knew I brought that up because uh, ranger training. Oh, we're not even gonna talk about that. Let's say I got pushed into a lake and an alligator was coming up to me. I was gonna gank the crap of it because yes, I can swim in a lake at that time frame, but you can't kill it. Why? It's exposed to the enemy. Good times, douchebags. And then sometime after that, I lost all my skills for swimming, and then I had to go get it back again. I lost it again. I got it back again. Before I came up here, I went to swim class again. I haven't been able to. I used to be able to freaking hold my head downwards when you dive down. Not as divers when you jump off the diving board and you go down and you curve up. And when you curve up, you want to freaking keep your back arch and keep all your lungs so you can rise up quicker. I mean, like dive down from the 1 feet to the 30 feet of bottom towards the Olympic swimming pool. Was that yeah? Was that the last state? No, it was another state. Yeah, okay, it was like a Olympic 30-foot swimming pool in order to dive down. You have to freaking keep air in your lungs, but make your body heavy enough that you go down fast and then make your body light enough to go up. I still haven't been able to do that because you just get a freaking migraine. You have to train yourself for that. But that's when I was like super unhealthy and super agitated and freaking schizophrenic and bipolar poor crap. And I, like I said, last day I had to start back learning how to swim again. I made up to like 6 feet, 6, 7 feet. There's a stroke that I can't do like I used to anymore. Actually, this stroke is I can't even do this stroke anymore. That's the freaking carry stroke when you have like a pressure in your arm and you're freaking no. That's a stroke I really can't do because the only way to do that stroke is by doing it. That's one of the strokes that you learn by doing, like literally by doing it. And you also it's advisable to have flippers doing it, but that stroke is pretty hard. There was someone I talked to on a game, and I know his parents kind of stayed in Florida before, and he's on a fishery and stuff. I used to work on a fishery boat in Florida and Alaska, mostly Florida, catching crabs, alligators, and all that stuff. And the person I talked to said some douchebag fell off the boat, didn't know how to swim, was drowning. Like, oh, he's just kidding. And he was like, yeah, yeah. No, he's not. He had to jump in there, swim, and get on the thing. Freaking killer was around me. Um, I fell in the I fell in the Florida freaking lake when there was freaking crabs eating me. And yes, alligators do eat crabs. Didn't like that. So do python and Burmese on that bull crab, but I knew how to swim. The reason why I brought that up because of um legal reasons that if someone push you or anyone in a form of water and this is not military, it's illegal. That's a crime. I'm just being national ahead of time. Which is go back to freaking that's right there. I forgot what it was. It was on one of the category of it's I know it was because assault is when someone is attacking you, like punching you with your fist. Battery is similar to that when they did it higher than assault. And then it becomes back to the assault when someone slap you with a weapon. But that could be assault and battery because it's still a physical form of attack. And if someone shoots you, it becomes attempted murder or murder, and then there's 3 degrees of murdering, because the degrees is based off whether how directly involved you are, indirectly involved, directly involved. Is it planned out and how brutally did you do it, and whether you on drugs or did it not. As I said before, there's no such thing as a random crime. That means if some douchebag police come out behind me, I know, oh, I'm sorry, he has a gun. I'm holding a banana and start shooting me. It's not a crime on my end to freaking, you know, body slam the police officer, take their gun, shoot their kneecaps out one by one, start pulling his skin and nails off. It's not a crime to do that. I'm just letting you know that tonight. It would be a sexist, but it's not a crime. But like I said before, no one have the right to shoot a pointed gun at you. No one, not even Jesus. I don't believe in Jesus, but anyway. Only way a cop can point a gun at you is by you threatening the life of them. I'm going to tell you from my personal experience of when I went to one of the police people I talked to when I was in the guard and police friends I talked to and stuff like that. The only way a cop can point a gun at you when you threaten someone else's life or threaten to do body harm to you or someone, or when you have a warrant that said arrest on site, or when you try to escape warrant. And there's no other time they can point a firearm at you. I'm just telling you that from what I know, because a firearm is a signification of endangerment. Yeah, that's the word. Endangerment of either someone else around you or them. There's no other time they can point a firearm at you. No other time. Back then, police used to give chase on highway and stuff. Some states said don't chase them once they get a helicopter on them. Police still in those same states do the same stupid thing. What is it? In training state, if you giving chase to someone on a traffic or a highway or a road or a school area, you chase them long enough till you get a tag on the car, the identification, all that stuff. You let a plane follow them, and then you stop giving chase. Or get an identification on the car and you get there. This is Alaska. There's not many places to go to. There's either straight that way or straight that way. So you don't need to give chase on this area. I mean, actually, You can give chase like bright nights, like daylight, daytime or super nighttime, but anytime it's busy, and that due to the fact that the more you give chase, the more you endanger the crowd around you to chase that person down. Yes, I agree with that. Don't give chase. Once you get a tag on them, it's totally stupid. But then again, if they crash any car, you want to be actually it depends on who's suing the police station. Another legal stuff. I was supposed to be talking legal medical stuff, but I haven't had the time to do that. I'm gonna get my house. I will get my house. I'm still gonna sue the movie company. I have like 3 gaming desktop plus the one I made. Freaking Premiere Airlines International. Yeah, those douchebags. You guys. Freaking GCI. The freaking mafia internet company of Alaska. The only internet company that's spread all over Alaska. The only internet company that have the same name as other companies in other locations is also one of the main reasons why they're getting sued. The same company that getting sued by another major corporation for not getting the service they wish to provide for the last 3 years. Same company that sued me over a generic engineering degree, a chemical engineering degree, a mechanical engineering degree, chemical, genetics. Listen, don't even worry about that. I don't know who they think they are. Just like fighting a cartel. Literally, if I can just nuke the planet, how would you feel about it? I wouldn't nuke the planet. That's cliche. I just put my middle finger say bye. I'm just saying. And yes, I also need to sue freaking United States of America, freaking prick. Yes. You can't sue a freaking state due to sovereign immunity, but you can do something around against the state. There's tort for the military, and then for the state, there's SSVIB something that goes against the state. Yes, Alaska is definitely on the list to be sued, and so is the US prick. Like I said, before I was joining the military, my body was going in and out of shape. Before I joined the military, my recruiter told you might always get fit because you've been running a lot. I spent like weeks freaking running from one end to another end out of getting chased by douchebag people. I don't get chased by douchebag people. They had to catch me on the corner and they getting hit by dogs, getting stopped by a bunch of police. What are you doing? I'm running for the military. Good. Don't let me see you again. Middle finger, pick. What do you say? Do you want to catch my kneecaps? Literally, I was just did not care. I ran like a good 15 miles in. Yeah, that's how I got my asthma. Douchebag. And then started like, was it? I went from gymnastic body into a no fit body and back into my gymnastic body. Then when I tried to get prepped for the military and stuff, my run went from running 2 miles in 30 minutes to 2 miles in 8 minutes to running a good 10 miles and then doing it from because you can do a lot of sit-ups, a lot. Um, doing to 150 sit-ups to down to 80 sit-ups because I had to add push-ups to it. And in gymnastics, you don't need that many push-ups and stuff. What was the word? I went from 100 push-ups to 80 push-ups, and I got my 80 push-ups up to 120 push-ups. And I finally got my 120 push-ups to my 90 sit-ups to my 2 mile in freaking 11 minutes. Then I got in. That went bob. All that bull crap happened. Then I finally started getting my stuff back up again. I know, right? Get that 300 on that PT test. Get 300. What do you want? I don't follow standards. I set the marks. Literally. I've been running at nighttime one time, freaking douchebag and people. You're not supposed to run at nighttime here. Like, that's a lie. Run a ticket, like, do you want my kneecap in your throat? Literally. I was still violent, extremely, especially those douchebag pricks. Then I went back, told the people there. Next day I know. Next day I'm running outside again at nighttime. I know, right? And these douchebag people outside running. And then what's even worse about that they try to play up like I didn't see. And did we tell you not to run at night? I'm like, did I tell you to catch the middle finger? I would drop all y'all, literally. Then I got in trouble during the MP. I'm like, first of all, the MP is running at nighttime. Tell me not to run at nighttime? That's totally against Army regulations right there and the law of the Army. Douchebag. Told me not, then they told me not to run. I would run at nighttime anyway, because that's the only time I had that good 30 minutes of sleep. and I wasted on trying to get PT set up. And yeah, if you're gonna join the military, don't join the military. Go in the Coast Guard. Coast Guard is a better choice. Totally douchebag. Military should be a last resort. You should be getting drafted in the military if anything. Was it Ronald Reagan or Richard Nixon during the Vietnam War? It was someone that did a draft. It was one of those douchebags. The reason why many people don't no one liked the Vietnam War. That's the reason why they stopped. That's the reason why they made draft illegal. Because really, originally, if that's the case, then why do you hate the military? Vietnam War draft or God mode. Um, that's why they start doing all these things out to join the military, hit you with that brainwash waves and stuff. Yeah, don't worry. When another war come up, you get all those benefit bonuses again. And the moment the war stop, you're gonna get off the 18 and you're gonna get kicked out from my scene. For my people told me. Legal. I know, right? Hey, you can go to China where everyone must serve in the military, but China doesn't have a military. Actually, China does have. I mean, Korea. But anyway, in terms of legality, certain jobs that I've done before, certain classes I was doing before, like I said before, it didn't interfere. It interfered with my moral compass a lot. It's not my moral compass, my standards. For one, you're not going to do something illegal and talk down on me like I'm the bad guy, because I'm going to point the middle finger. Two, you're not going to be in a position of power and abuse it towards me because I'm going to point the middle finger and I'm going to take advantage of that and I'm going to teabag you a lot. Three, you're not going to, what is this? Not crime scene investigators, not forensics. Oh, police school, not even police school, freaking employers. First, this is the main one right here. First of all, if I'm homeless, going to school, starving, working out, ain't going to school, ain't working for you, you're not going to dare me to fire me from my job. To use a little money that I saved up to finally get in a location to live at, just because you can, because this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to I'm going to pay for the class, all right. I'm going to take this class. I'm going to wait to that right moment you need me. And right when they needed me for that 200 grand bid or freaking 200 grand bid. It was 180 to 200 grand bid for that freaking complex. It was a complex in a house. They need me. Oh man, I quit it. You can't quit. Belp, quit. As I said in my other videos before, legal. An employer legally cannot make you do that, and they cannot fire you for not taking a class. It's their responsibility to pay for that class for you. You know, like I said before, I am very grateful and spiteful. That's freaking tough one to bear. I even went back there again, and then I worked for the enemy company before, out of spite. Get it? Spite. This is why when I say when I open my internet service provider business to people, if you're relative to GCI or family or friends, or ever work for GCI, you're not going to get hired by me. And they can't say anything about it because antitrust laws, anti-predatory laws, there's freaking there's like 3 other laws that state I can do that. That I do not have. Actually, I can reject your an application if I find you have any consent with that company. Unless you're a customer, no. Anything with that company, no. That is my grudge towards GCI. If you have ever worked for GCI, if you are a family of people who work for GCI, if you are friends with people who work for GCI, if you even look at GCI, man, if I can't do that, but if you even do any other things for GCI, you're not get hired. It's the same thing with the moving company too. If you have anything to do with that moving company, you're not getting hired. Congratulations. You are on my crap bucket list now. As legal term, there's like a bunch of legal terms around that I can do not have to hire you if you work for a company. Like I said, it's antitrust and anti-predatory laws. Literally, I was gonna open up a company. I just actually I am gonna open in a service provider company since I can do it all. And freaking some my price was so cheap price. Actually, I won't need them. Like I can probably make was it I can make gig unlimited internet and make my customer pay $100 a month on that or lesser on that. That's just me because, as I said before, I worked with an internet service provider company. I stayed with someone who, in exchange for me staying with them, they pay me. I pay a portion of their rent. They can take a portion of my paycheck, and help run the business. I set up some of the network, and I teach the class, and I get more education on my own core with the money that I do make and stuff like that. I know how to run an internet service provider company. I know I'm getting screwed over. So that was just me. I'm going to open an internet service provider company, make unlimited internet, unlimited data and speed for like $100 a month. I have my own way of doing it, which is probably why I'm getting hacked now because these people obviously don't know any better. They probably can't figure out how to subnet correctly because that's when they really start hacking my current class. I knew how to subnet before I went to class for it. That's the terminology I use. I was doing it before I had a sign. Tim, no, you gotta share your internet with someone else. That's bullcrap, people. Actually, I said this on my last channel about internet in Alaska from my experience. Yeah. Don't forget, people, this is my sixth time being back in Alaska, and I claim Alaska. Yeah. This is for me staying with other people because this is my first house I own personally. I stay in other houses as a renter or and with people in exchange or taking my chances in the woods. I don't stay in homeless shelter anymore. I tried not to. But like I said before, GCI, I'm going to put them out of business. That's a guarantee. Whether I throw the plane into the sun or I take over their business and fire everyone, I'll put them out of business. Like I said before, I will do a background check. Anyway, in terms of other legality, there's some other stuff. As a tenant, you have tenant laws. As a landlord, you have landlord laws as well. Most of y'all should know that. I hate how people say we don't want to do this because it's a waste of time. That's the brainwash they put into brown people. That's probably why I couldn't get along with many black people back then, or many was it brown people, Latins, and low caste trash white people, or peach skinned people, or Caucasian, because you can do that. No, I can't. You make me mad. Yeah, you can. No, you can or you can't. You can and can't. That's their brainwash they put in your head. That shit don't want you to know a lot. But mostly it's mainly brown people and Latinos. But mostly it's brown people because a Latino could pass as white or Caucasian or peach, what you want to call it. Yes. Fun stuff. Oh crap. No. As a tenant, if you pay everything on time, take care of yourself, no. The landlord is not able to walk to your location and go to your stuff without you being there. If it's in the contract, they still must notify you before they come in. When they come in, that is a standard law. There's no change around that. As a matter of fact, was it not in New York? Yeah, Massachusetts. That another douchebag had to walk in another person going through his stuff and stuff. This is Massachusetts, New York, and like he sued him for it. He lost it, but he sued him for it again and actually won. He sued him won the first time. Only thing a landlord that can walk to your house while you've been there, but they still must call to notify you. Only thing they can do is just look around. Nothing else. Matter of fact, I think they changed the law back a couple of years ago when they're supposed to you're supposed to be there when they do that, and even then, they still just can't do that unless they get a call from a complaint. That's tenant laws. As a tenant, if you get behind on pay, you are mandatory. Actually, it's not mandatory for certain areas, but As an advice, you should tell the landlord, blah, blah, blah. Matter of fact, you should be prepared for that stuff and just move the heck out and stuff. File a hardship lease or something where you can get out your lease and stuff. Tenant laws. As a landlord, you're supposed to give a person 30 or 60 days, depending on how far they're supposed to leave out, before you say you're not going to re-rent the lease and stuff, depending on the area that. As a landlord, the douchebags are being allowed, and it calls you about that, you should fix that. This is my scenario for other people tell me, because I had a guy in both North Dakota and Minnesota who's saying that his neighbors was his neighbors and the people staying at stuff was the people staying upstairs of him and below him was being alive. He's like, you didn't Woodside. I can just call you over there and just say, hey, shut up, this guy gonna take you out. Like, well, I could do that. Or you can just call the landlord. No. In North Dakota, I told the guy that he obviously didn't want to do it, but wherever his excuse was, I don't know. But in Minnesota, I did have to come over there and say hi because reason why I say I had to come over because I was over there one time. I left something of mine at that house and they tried to steal it from me. And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna come over there now. I'm like, what's up? How you doing? Who are you? Oh, no. My friend has just saying, yeah, we're making a lot of noise. It's like past 10 o'clock at night. And then you try to break into his household. Like, you might explain to me, what are you going to do about it? I don't know, but he won't call the police. I will call the police and file a complaint. My stuff is over there. So, what? Be a snitch? Like, 911. Yeah, this guy is harassing, threatening me. Yep, okay, bye. Yeah, what is that? How do I just dialed 911. How do you take that? Did that make you angry? I guess it did. I'm calling the police douchebag on people over here. I don't care. Except for this area, everyone's on that A team, B team bullcrap. Normally, I treat this area like Mississippi and Alabama, where I just go to the police station, level the crap out of it, call the FBI, and get them all arrested. Actually, no, I wouldn't do that because the only legal way to do it is they shot at me and a bunch of other bullcrap. Like I said before, good times. As I said before, as a tenant and landlord, you both have your laws, especially in the bigger cities. Have fun with that. Oh man, what is it? If you see like a rat the size of your arm sleeping next to you, I never experienced that. I may experience with a rat or mice like in a deep south or freaking was it or somewhere in Alaska. Isn't Yes, there are rats in Alaska. These are like freaking forest wood rats in Alaska. In South America, there are rats in Brazil. Yes. But if you're like in New York or freaking California and stuff, freaking Washington, you wake up with a rat next to you. That that's if you're a clean person, that's not your fault. It's either whoever's standing there has to be that dirty, or your landlord is not doing their job. Yeah, I said it. Like one of the people I gang with now, I'm gonna talk about that. Like I woke up and I like a rat stand up, like, yeah, sucks to be y'all. Who is it y'all fault? Got dirty? No. The next tenant dirty. Tell them. Tell the landlord. I don't want to do it. Tell the landlord. Just the way I see it. There's no other way around it. Tell the landlord. Because rats, mice, and mouse can does pass freaking sickness, especially if you got kids and stuff. That's and a baby and stuff. That definitely can get them sick. You want to see your baby waking up, they're happy in the face next to a rat. Yeah, I will call the landlord and the police. And you will call the police on the police. Here go a legal term. If you have a problem with the police, which is stupid, you can file a complaint against that police officer, but you have to file a complaint at that police station. I know, right? Funny, right? Because it's a good thing I made a law about that. But you don't have to. You can file it higher up from that police station, from the county to the city, from the city to the state police headquarters. Those who don't know that. I told a lot of people that. or you can go from high from state to federal because a federal crime for a public worker to do any things in there is a federal crime. Yes, I don't see how freaking police again shooting people and getting out there, but like I said, it's a federal crime for police to abuse their power because you have a firearm and authority power. That's a federal crime. Most people don't know that. Most people don't get it because not many people ran it, but it's a federal crime and a freaking large state crime. Um, any was it public? I think it was public or civil worker or civil. I don't know how to say it, civil or civil worker, which is why I stay away from those jobs. Social workers, that's a high crime. It's not going to be considered federal, and it's hard to say city bureau permit. It's a area in that area. Yeah, that goes into medical as well because like which is another reason I want to do surgery on you, which is glad, which is why I'm glad I didn't finish doctor school and just finish lab tech, because as a lab technician, if you, let's say, I don't know, uh, let's say as a female, you get a test for any STD and you caught it, right? But the person said you caught it from wasn't your husband, we could get you into trouble, and that's a federal crime level. But let's say for a guy, you get a child test, a child DNA test, guy or female, to find a child in yours. But the problem is the child can be yours, which you don't know, which is really not yours, which is also a form of federal crime due to the position of the person who's doing it. Like if it was a lab tech that did it, that's a high tail crime right there, and it's a federal crime as well. But they don't get many charged for it because they are not brought up in state court. I don't know how many people not getting charged for that. Or if someone steal your mail, that's a federal crime. Like me, I'm doing firearm engineering. The fact that my stuff getting hacked, that's a federal crime right there. Because you need, man, I don't want to go into the statute and the cause of it, but yes, that's a federal crime. Or if you're in the military and someone punch you, if someone who's not in the military and they punch you in the face while you're in the military, that's a federal crime on them. You are federal government property. Congrats. Yeah, I said it. Uh, unless you me, because I still punch you in the face, and I just hate being around military people. My vertical elbow wanted to come in so bad, especially if you're a tall Caucasian with first sergeant on you. I really, my elbow just really want to do that uppercut elbow. Or a short, stubby female. It don't matter. Whether it be a combat unit or support unit. I hate both. There's only very few good people in the military. Very few good. And they're getting out. Yeah. Like most of the veterans and military people y'all see on the videos and stuff, they said, like they said before, you do not get crap out of the military by changing the new ones that come in. You have to change the foundation. As I said before, y'all foundation is so broken, you have no way of changing. Just kill yourselves. Do me the favor. I'm still gonna delete you anyway, but do me the favor. As in medical for legal, mm, yeah, like myself. I was supposed to get a medical discharge because A, I was pooping blood. B, I was spitting up blood. C, I had blood come out my nose and my ears, and I had severe fluid come out my ears. I had wrecked kneecaps, wrecked ankles, wrecked hips and stuff. I can barely do like what 30 push-ups, 40 sit-ups. I could barely run 2 miles. I could run my 2 miles in an hour. Yes. Yeah, bull crap. Middle fingers prick. Like I said, and still didn't get my medical discharge. I had to fight for that bull crap. And all for me to get back in the only reason we got back in the Marine because A, somehow they see my comeback record. B, they see my freaking, I didn't know how they see my freaking engineering stuff, but they did. Got it. And then I got in guard due to a waiver, and I had to get out for a medical reason again. My fault I got medical reason. It was some other douchebag fault. I couldn't go to the gym and stuff, pricks. I went running on my own. I couldn't run on my own. They were definitely trying to get me out. I know they was doing. I got out for medical reasons again. And then somehow this Air Force douchebag tried to recruit me. Hey, you want to join the Air Force? Like, why would I want to join the Air Force? I heard here you have this like. How do you know I had that? I didn't even remember I had that. Literally, middle finger, douchebag. Like I said before, it's like people saying you're gonna go missing. Like, first of all, I am being tracked right now to this day. If I go missing for a second, yeah, this is where I'm doing my finger like this. I know that I need to wreck the whole planet. This is my standard right now. Actually, it's the whole existence. That is my minimal standard. Actually, this is my below minimum. With that being said, yes, I got sprayed in the back of my neck at the airport one time, and then I got hit with a tab prick. And then I guess they had to spray me again. Cause I did dropped off the radar for a while and got back on the radar. Dropped off the radar, got back on the radar, dropped on the radar. I did that just to be spiteful, prick. But anyway, spiteful. That's illegal too. Spiteful. Like, they say, why you moving to state? One, I don't like being in one spot for too long. Two, why would I be in one state? I can't go in the middle of nowhere and build my own city, or else some douchebag gonna come out there and I get in trouble for it. If I stay in the homeless shelter and I wreck douchebags, I get in trouble for it. If I stay on the streets, I get in trouble for it. I'm definitely not gonna work no $725 paying job. That's for sure. That's back then. Or I work a minimum wage job trying to freaking pay down deposit on location, pay the rent, pay electricity, pay car insurance, pay all this stuff with a minimum wage as full time or 12 hours and be treated like crap and still be in the negatives. So yeah, like I said before, that's illegal too. Minimum wage should be illegal. Like I said before, minimum wage should be for kids that parents make their kids go work that job. Say, yeah, you want to see how I feel? Work this job. Or kids who want their own money to buy their own stuff, or people who in college who need that extra money, or old people retire, or people who's trying to get extra money to do something else. It's not minimum wage should not be something you stuck on for the rest of your life. Yes, but yet brown people are. Literally, this is what I'm gonna say. It's a setup. Whether y'all stupid enough not to know it or y'all dumb enough to know it, don't do anything about it. I really don't care. Oh crap! Like, what is it? Any major city area with a huge amount of mix of color, or a city with a don't amount of minority color, or brown, or freaking Latinos, or an area like low class white trash people, those areas tend to have more strained bullcrap problems for a reason. Like in California, you can't drop out of high school or you go to jail until you're 21. But the problem with that is in Texas, if you drop out of high school, you go to jail to 24. The only way you can drop out of high school through legal reasons. And if you did drop out of high school, you can't do anything else for legal reasons. I know, right? In Florida, you can't drop out of high school back then, or you'd be going to jail till about, was it 18 or 21, and then you had to complete a reintegration program. Pricks. Freaking, not North Carolina. There's an area that's like a lot of white people, but it's like low ass white trash people. Yeah. This area where I went to all white private school once. Douchebags. Apparently they understand I will headbutt adults in the balls and above the kneecaps to break your crap or whatever. This is back when I was like 6, 7. Who knows? Thought that was top crap too. No, they wasn't. You be nothing. Literally, this is why I said this. Like back then, I used to like did that way lean back. I said, I went right back there too. Just out of spite. I'm very spiteful. I have not noticed that. But anyway, that's legal and medical stuff. Know your laws. Yes, there are laws that contradict each other. In the future, you will once again find out. Actually, Freedom of speech does not mean you can say whatever you don't want to say. I'm just gonna let y'all know that right now. If that's the case again, then someone can just walk up to you and just like, start harassing you and stuff. They don't harass you, they verbally harassing you, block your path and all this stuff. People honestly don't know I will chop you and not get in trouble for it. Yes, the reason why most people go to jail because they don't know the correct terminology work, even though the judge should know, even though the state should know, whatever. It's like a police trying to freaking stop me from walking out, doing my run and stuff. Like, where you going? I'm running. Do you know what time it is? There's a curfew out. There's no curfew right here, officers. Can you move out of my way before I can continue? What's your name? My name. There. Give them my name. And I said, you got an ID? And you're like, no, I don't. Why would I have ID when I run? Because I said so. Like, I'm going to continue running now. If you want to do something, make sure you pull that gun out fast and that I can move and take, have fun with you. Douchebag put a gun out. Well, apparently he didn't. He can't handle the elbow chop. Yeah, and I did not get in trouble for it. Obviously, I'm right here. I know, right? The reason why I say even if it's a warrant come from me, I would never get in a police car for a reason because I've been in a police car and I've been beaten up by a lot of police. Apparently, they were not fit enough to keep up with me. Prick. I've been hit with a baton before. You have to try a whole lot harder at that. I mean, been hit with a metal baseball bat that had barbed wire before. I usually catch that bull crap and start beating the person which they can't move anymore. You gonna have to try a whole lot harder with stun batons or freaking tasers. But anyway, I'm gonna go to my crypto analyst and I'm gonna come back with my notes. Where I say on it. Deuces. I'm out, people.